Hi, Kevlin Henney here. Just been for a run. Closest I get to being agile outdoors. And I want to talk about agility and software architecture. These two ideas normally find themselves at odds for reasons that are partly historical and partly based on misunderstandings. There's an idea that architecture, in some people's minds, is a highly planned affair, necessarily so for some reason, or that it is basically a subordinate discipline of PowerPoint slides. And indeed, if that were the case, we would have solved this problem years ago. It turns out that architecture is significantly more than either of these things, and the optimism in planning is deeply misplaced. Now, that's one side of the story. There's another side of the story. That's the things that we build. There's the question of how do we actually build them. This is a question of process. And these days, increasingly, people are turning to what they call agile, but is often actually not particularly agile. In other words, it just has more frequent deadlines, even more planning and control than before, and is actually less responsive than it should be. The deeper meaning of the word agile is actually that you should be responsive. There's an implication here that this is a way of building stuff. So what is interesting is that in some places in the agile community, architecture is been neglected or pushed to one side because it is associated with this planning idea. And both of these poles need to be brought together. They both represent two braids, how you build and what you build. And that is the purpose of my course and workshop, Architecture with Agility, to try and bring these seemingly contradictory aspects together by thoroughly understanding what it is that we mean by architecture, thoroughly understanding what it is we mean by agility, and also the intimate relationship that these have. These are not merely things that need to be married, these are actually joined at birth if we're going to do them right. So I hope that you will join me in Belfast at the end of April to find out more. Cheers.